Hey, my name is Bonani Ngomana and I am the marketing and brand coordinator of Aslina Wines. Aslina Wines was founded by Ntiki Biela. She comes from KZN. It was founded in 2016. Ntiki has 20 years in the business. She worked as a winemaker for 13 years before founding her own brand, Aslina Wines, in 2016.
And then how has it been for you and the founder of the wine to work or to have wine in such a male-dominated industry?
It's been obviously a tough industry and a tough journey for Ntiki. She tells that story all the time. She has had to overcome a lot of obstacles, but what she always says is that she looks at those obstacles as a learning opportunity for her. So yeah, it's been tough, but we are still standing 7 years later, and we will be standing for a very long time.
And then when did you first produce your first bottle?
So Aslina Wines actually began with a collaboration. In around 2012, 2013, she did a collaboration with a winemaker in California, and that actually helped fund the business. It helped her come up with capital. Yes.
And then you as a person, do you have aspirations to maybe start your own wine? And does Miss Ntiki inspire you to have your own brand, to have your own wine brand one day?
Not necessarily a wine brand because I'm not a winemaker, but my own business for sure. Ntiki is very big on education and she's very big on growing the people around her. She is a board member of PYDA where she helps students get into the wine industry. However, personally, not necessarily the wine business, but definitely start my own business. Yes. Yeah.
So to have her like bring you here and represent her brand, she must have a lot of faith in you.
Yes, especially because I'm not even a year old in the company. Yes.
It's very
Very nerve-wracking, but she trusts me, and that's just how she is. She just puts you out there so that you can learn and just find your feet, and she just allows me to be myself in the business.
Yeah.
So I came here and she told me about the business. She told me what we stand for, our values, and we aligned. That's why I am on the team. But then she also allows me to be myself. So yeah, it's been really good.
I see how dedicated you are. I saw the way you interacted with your clients, with your customers, or should I say? So, like, how do you do that?
It's the passion. I mean, when I came in, I was not in the wine industry. I actually come from a non-NGO background, but I've been learning a lot about wine. I just did my WSET too, so I'm very excited to talk about the wine, to see my knowledge as well.
Yeah.
So because talking about it also teaches me, and yeah, so that's why I'm very passionate about it.
And what makes Aslina stand out as a brand?
Aslina, it's our story. We come from very, very humble beginnings, and all of the difficulties that we have faced did not face us, and it did not make us bitter. We have faced so many challenges, and we are still standing, and we are approaching literally everyone with a smile on our face, because we don't take all the hardships as something that adds to our anger or anything. We just keep going and keep smiling and keep doing what we do. We just focus on ourselves and on our lane, and we're just trying to grow ourselves.
And where can we find Aslina?
Aslina, you can order directly from us online, www.aslinawines.com, or you can even email our salesperson at info@aslinawines.com, or you can find us at Dry Dock, Norman Goodfellows. We are at some Ultra Liquors, the one in Weinberg, and Century Mandela, etc. Here in we're also all over the country, in Cape Town, Durban, and we are exported as well.
And social media? Do you have social media handles?
Yes, I am on social media. I would need to look at my business card. So my business card is our Instagram handle is Aslina_wines, and then Facebook is Aslina Wines, and then Twitter at Aslina Wines. Yes.
Thank you so much for your time, and I hope you're the best. Please tell Miss Tiki that I wish her the best in everything that she has done, and we are super proud of her in South Africa. Thank you for your time. Hi, ma'am. I'm good, thanks. So please tell us about your experience. Yeah.
Okay. I think it's really good because we are more exposed to wines that we are normally not exposed to. In shops, we don't really see most of the brands that are here. So I think it's really nice that they today got to showcase a lot of proudly South African brands. And yeah, it's been really good to really taste black owned wines as well. So it's been amazing.
I hear that 70% of the people that are here that own these brands are women. How does that make you feel as a woman in South Africa?
No, I absolutely love women empowerment. I think it's really a good thing that the industry is opening up to women. I think we are capable of so many things, and the more we get exposed to industries, the more we can grow and the more we can show what we're capable of as women. So I think it's really a great initiative. Yeah.
And then which one was your favorite brand with all the wines that you've tasted?
I don't want to be biased. I haven't tried everything, to be honest, but I think that's Ayana. I tried Ayana and I tried the sparkling rosé. It's really very crisp and it had it's not very sweet. So it's got a little sweet undertone, but very crisp as well and very fresh. So it would be good for a summer day. Unfortunately, it's cold today, but that was my favorite. Yeah.
Thank you so much for your time. I am back with Amile Wine. Sizzy, please introduce yourself and introduce your brand to us.
Hi, I'm Tapsile Ndlovu. I'm a co-founder and a CEO of Amile Wines, and I'm 33, and I'm proudly South African.
Oh, wow. That is beautiful. You're only 33.
Yeah.
Okay, and then...
It's a lucky number. 33 is a lucky number, you know that, right?
I wouldn't know. I'm not there yet. So please tell us about the brand. How did it start? What inspired Amile?
So what inspired Amile? Our original business is a jewelry company. We've been operating for 12 years. And when we were celebrating our 10-year anniversary, we created our vintage range, which you can see here. And it's more vintage, and then our packaging has a diamond powder to represent the jewelry side of the business. So we don't have the tasting of that one today. We have the more commercial that you can find on Macro online.
Oh,
So we're trying to promote so people can know about our products and they can purchase it on Macro.
okay.
Yeah.
And then when you said that you are the co-founder.
Yeah.
Personally, what is Amile to you?
Amile, it's my daughter's name. So, yeah. So it's my daughter's name. I wanted to create something because she's very creative. In future, she wants to be an actor and what. So I wanted to create a brand for her when she gets to that level. She already known.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's actually promoting her through a luxury lifestyle. And actually, our slogan is from the soul to the palm of your hand. I like to use things that are 100% South African. Yeah, the wine comes from the South African soil. The diamond comes from the South African soil. And we wanted to do a luxury brand that's promoting African soil. So that's why we actually chose from the soul to the palm of your hand as our slogan. Yeah.
And then so are you competing with brands from overseas and brands and obviously brands from local? And how is that for you?
Okay, so our vintage, because we already have the clientele because of our jewelry company. So our vintage we already supply in UK because our company is registered there. And then 2020, because South Africa we couldn't sell alcohol, so we tried German and then Dubai, but for the jewelry and wine business. Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
how does it feel to be in a business that is so male dominated, especially by the other race?
Yeah.
So how does it feel? How is it for you to be where you are today, to be standing here and say,
Yeah.
I own a brand?
Yes. The first thing is not thinking I'm the only woman, because that's another form of slavery and a brainwash of you don't want to pull your people in the certain thing. So I'm just in the industry, but I'm a woman, not black, not white. So we have to be just a woman. And I'm just a woman that had a dream, and I actually dream and then dreamed awake, actually, because it's different.
And you just made it come true.
Yes, yeah.
And then do you maybe have employees? Do you have people that you already
I do. I have women that works for me, and then I have male that work for me as well. But you 2000, I'm at 2000 because they couldn't technology. Guys.
They're very good and they're smart.
Yeah, yes, they smart. And the name of my daughter, she's a 2000, so she's 18. She's just doing matric this year. Yeah.
So, an 18-year-old daughter.
Yeah, so it's named after her. So I have to support the youth actually. Yeah, to represent her somehow. Yeah.
Oh wow, that is so beautiful. Thank you so much for allowing us to interview you. The story is very beautiful and very inspiring.
Yeah.
So, what is the message that you can give to the youth out there, people that also want to be in the wine industry?
You're not the first. That's it.
That's true.
Yeah.
So you must work hard.
Yes, you're not the first, you're not special. While you think you're not special, it makes you work hard. It's not because of the negative way. It's something to inspire you to work harder, and be creative.
And
Yeah.
so you've already traveled outside
I've
of the
been
country.
to 32 countries in terms of my wine business. Next month, we're going with the wine. We're going to Nigeria. So we're going to introduce our wine to Nigeria on the 24th to the 29th in the exhibition. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow, I am so happy for you. I wish you all the best in the future. And it was a pleasure meeting you. Thank you so much.
That's why I enjoyed my wine. So
I did.
So it's good points.
I did. I did.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it. And I'm a lover of red wine. I don't know a lot about wine, but I am a lover of red
Yeah,
wine.
it's more relaxing
Yeah.
on the muscles and after a long day. So it's quite awesome. Yeah. We have a capsule. It's amazing. Yeah. One that you tried. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Thank you so much. For
Thank
your
you.
time. All the best. Oh, guys, Nizivele. Women are doing it out there. They're doing it for themselves. Thank you so much. Adios. Hi. Can you please introduce yourself?
My name is Eustace Mashimbi. I'm the CEO of Proudly South African.
So today we are here. Actually, it's my first time attending an event by Proudly South Africa. So I would like to know what Proudly South Africa is about. Besides the name, I understand the name, but what is the roots of Proudly South Africa?
So Proudly South African is a buy local campaign. And the reason why it was formed was to try and come up with ways in which you could get South Africans to buy locally made products, support locally made services or locally rendered services, such that the companies that make these products can retain the jobs they've created. Because if you buy from them, they'll keep their doors open. The more they produce, because you're buying from them, will give them an opportunity to create new job opportunities. And that is why Proudly South African exists. And we do this across many industries.
So when you say Wana, you're creating jobs, what does that mean for the South African economy, except for the jobs and whatsoever? What does it mean for South Africa as a whole?
No, I just focus on the jobs element, but it's actually about every single economic indicator that benefits when we buy local. Think of a company that manufactures a product in South Africa. Let's talk about wine because we're in the wine expo. A company that produces wine will then be in a position to can employ more people. Their contribution to the GDP will be higher. There will be tax that they need to pay over to SARS. That means government has more at their disposal, which means government can then be in a position to can render services to the public. So it's every single economic indicator in the country benefits from us choosing to buy local.
And I'm sure for you as a person, as an individual, it must have taken you quite a lot to get to where you are now. You're CEO and you look very young, and already you're the CEO of Proudly South Africa. What did it take for you to get to where you are? And what does Proudly South Africa mean to you as a person?
Look, maybe I look younger than I am. I'm in my mid-40s. Just so you know. Look, and I've been here for 6.5 years. And I'll tell you, look, it's the combination of many things, including a deliberate attempt from those who I've had the benefit of working for allowing me to, taking a chance on me. It's working hard as well. It's ensuring that if there's a task at hand, I do it to the best of my abilities. And for me, it's country duty. The benefit I have is that I worked for the Department of Trade, Industry and Competition before. And I had the benefit of knowing what industrialization is about. I had the benefit of understanding what the impact of a campaign like this would be. And so I think it was a perfect fit for me. Moving from the DTI to Proudly South African was a natural transition. Having worked in an organization where funding is given to entities, support is given, non-financial support is given to entities, it made sense that I then end up where it's most important, access to markets. Even if you give the businesses money, even if you support them, whichever way you support them, if no one buys from them, it defeats the purpose. And that's why an event like this is important. We exposed 29, we're supposed to be 30, we missed one, who didn't come due to other challenges. But ideally, the plan was to have 30 lesser known wine brands get exposed to buyers, got buyers from hotels, from restaurants, from liquor traders, from bottle stores, from retailers, to come and interact with them. We set up meetings from them ahead of time. We matched them up with buyers. They would struggle normally to get buyers, to give them attention. And over and above that, we've opened it up to the public, like you can see, for the last 3 days, for the public to come and experience that which is made in South Africa. Expose these lesser known wine brands to consumers. When a consumer experiences a brand like this, they take it home. The next time they see it on a menu at a restaurant, they want to buy it because they know it. So that's the thinking behind having a multi-pronged approach of saying bring the buyers but also bring the consumers.
So you said that you don't only I'm not going to put it in exactly how you said it, but you said that you don't only focus on businesses. You said that you support a lot of local products in South Africa. So does that mean that you also give funding to the entertainment industry, or is it just only businesses?
So we don't give any funding. The TTIC where I was used to give funding. But with us, it's every single industry. The entertainment industry, in fact, the arts industry, the arts and crafts, the cultural industry is very important. Because if you think about a show you see on TV, a series you see on TV, it's not just about the on-screen characters. If it's made in South Africa, it's also about the jobs that are created behind the scenes. In fact, you have more people working as part of the crew behind the scenes than you have on screen. And that's why we support that industry. Today we chose to support the wine industry. We support the clothing and textile industry, the furniture industry, the automotive industry. As long as a product is made in South Africa, or a service is rendered in South Africa, and jobs are created in the process, and the economy stands to benefit if that industry does well, we support it. This industry is labor intensive. We like this kind of industry because they're labor intensive, just like the arts. Labor intensive is that there are many people who work in this industry. If you think about the people at the farms who work at those, who plant, the initial seed all the way up until it gets to you when you pour it in a glass, there are people all the way. The ones who harvest, the one who ferment, the one who make the actual wine, the ones who package it, the one who transport it, the ones who sell it to you. Those are jobs all the way, the same as in the arts and entertainment industry. Even if you're a famous musician, you have backing vocalists, you have a band that plays with you, you have a producer, you have the stage crew at events, you have a manager that helps you when you tour, you have a booking agent. All of those industries create jobs. And in our country, they say one job sometimes supports 5 or 6 other people. And that's why every industry for us is important.
And then, okay, just one last question. I don't know if you follow the news, like the BRICS news. So our African leaders are trying to pave a way to bring dignity back into South Africa, to bring dignity back into Africa as a whole. Because you know how small they see us, these European countries and whatsoever. So what is Proudly South Africa doing to support the government or to support our African leaders into bringing the dignity back into black people?
Best way you can bring dignity to people is to get them to work. People need to be put in jobs. That's why with us, It's about if there are people in jobs and they work for factories that make products, make sure that factory never closes. Make sure the factory gets support such that it can grow and employ more people. That is how people will have dignity, such that they can break the poverty cycle in their homes. They can send their kids to school so that their kids can have jobs when they come out of schooling, because there'll be enough jobs out there because we will have supported those industries. And that is what this campaign is about. It's about ensuring that we deal with the unemployment challenge, but in the process, you alleviate poverty and you start bridging the gap between those who have and those who don't have.
I know I said it's one last question, but then what about people that want support from Progress South Africa? How people that are in this room today, how did they get you here? How did they manage to get here?
So all of these companies here are members of Proudly South African. As a business, you join Proudly South African. It's not expensive. You have to go through a vetting process. We have to make sure, we have to vet you to make sure the product is made in South Africa, that the quality is right. But most importantly, once you've gone through the vetting process, there's a fee attached to it. For small businesses, like a lot of these are, it's 500 rands per annum. It's not expensive. If your turnover is up to 5 million, 500 rands per annum. Some of these guys pay us 500 rands per annum, and you spend tens of thousands for them to be here. And so that's the benefit of being a member of Proudly South African. And we do this for many industries, like I said. So that is the biggest benefit of being a member.
So is it the same for everyone, or is it different for each industry?
No, it's the same for everyone. Depends on turnover. If your turnover is up to 5 million, it's 500 rands. Up to 10 million is 1,000 rands. Up to 30 million, then it's 10,000 rands. And the maximum is 100,000 rands for companies with 100 million rands turnover and above. Across all industries, the same fee applies. Yeah. So if people want to join, they must write to us info@proudlysa.co.za. They must go to our website, and then we will help them join and benefit from things like this.
Oh well, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it, and it was very informative for me, and I hope it's informative for everyone else back home. Thank you everyone for having us today. I hope you're going to have a great day and you enjoy this podcast. Futhi igama lam ndingu-Indiphile Lobi, ugatyeni umama Nondolela uRhazumnawu.